Good morning, everyone. Thank you for standing by, and welcome to Arco Platform conference call. This event is being recorded, and all participants will be in a listen-only mode during the company's presentation. After Arco remarks, there will be a question and answer session. At that time, further instructions will be given. Should any participant need assistance during this call, please press *0 to reach the operator. This event is also being broadcast live via webcast and may be accessed through Arco's website at investor.arcoplatform.com, where the presentation is also available. Now, I'll turn the conference over to Karina Carreira, Arco's IR Director. Karina, you may begin your presentation.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us today. I'm pleased to welcome you to Arco's conference call to discuss the acquisition of COC and Dom Bosco Learning Systems. With me on the call today is Arco CEO Ari de Cavalcante Neto and Arco COO Pedro Guerra. During this call, our executives will make forward-looking statements. Forward-looking statements generally relate to future events or future financial or operating performance and involve known and unknown risks, uncertainties, and other factors that may cause our actual results to differ materially from those contemplated by these forward-looking statements. Forward-looking statements in this call include, but are not limited to, statements related to our business and financial performance, our expectations and guidance for future periods, our expectations regarding strategic product initiatives and their related benefits, and our expectations regarding the market. These risks include those set forth in the press release that we issued on Saturday, as well as those more fully described in our filings with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The forward-looking statements on this call are based on the information available to us as of the date hereof. You should not rely on them as predictions of future events, and we disclaim any obligation to update any forward-looking statements except as required by law. In addition, management may reference non-IFRS financial measures on this call. The non-IFRS financial measures are not intended to be considered in isolation or as a substitute for results prepared in accordance with IFRS. I invite you to download the deal presentation, which is posted in our IR website. Let me now turn the call over to Ari, Arco CEO.
Thank you, Karina. We're pleased to announce the acquisition of COC and Dom Bosco, two of the main learning systems in Brazil for the private K-12 segment, for 920 million reais, equivalent to 14.4 times 2020 EBITDA multiple. 80% of the value will be paid at a closing, and the remaining 20% will be paid in the first anniversary of the closing date, adjusted by Brazil's interbank deposit certificate rate. The transaction also includes an agreement for Arco to distribute some of Pearson's supplemental education solutions for K-12 schools in Brazil. COC and Dom Bosco are traditional learning systems in the private K-12 segment, having built solid and nationally known brands for over 50 years. In 2019, 86 of their partner schools ranked first of their respective cities in ENEM, Brazil's national university entrance exam. These pure-play companies share the same business model as Arco: B2B2C subscription-based revenues, high EBITDA margins, high cash conversion, asset light, and strong and long-term relationships with the customers. Together, COC and Dom Bosco serve around 210,000 students in over 800 schools across 26 states, with an ACV bookings of 142 million for the 2021 school year. COC represents around 75% of the business, and Dom Bosco the remaining 25%. Their combined EBITDA for 2020 fiscal year amounted to 64 million reais. Moving to slide 5, we see clear value creation opportunities arising from this transaction. It reinforces our strategy to further consolidate our leadership in core solutions for the private K-12 segment by complementing our portfolio with brands that have different price positioning, geographical footprint, and pedagogical approaches, allowing our platform to better serve the overall market. We believe that by implementing Arco's expertise in high-quality content, relevant technology, reliable customer service, and effective distribution will positively impact students' learning experience, strengthen our relationship with partner schools, and deliver attractive growth for the brands. And we believe that by adding COC and Bosco to Arco's platform, we can leverage this strong relationship with partner schools to capture current and future cross-sell opportunities. Let me now turn to Pedro, who will deep dive into these opportunities. Pedro, please.
Thank you, Ari, and thank you all for joining our call today. The first opportunity Arco expects to capture from this transaction is the potential to better serve the overall market with an expanded core portfolio. COC and Bosco are top-of-mind brands in the South and Southeast regions of Brazil, having 50% of their student base in the Southeast region compared to Arco's current 37%. When we narrow down the analysis, COC and Bosco have 36% of their combined student base in the large São Paulo state versus Arco's 18%. Due to its strong presence in São Paulo and a focus on university entrance exams, COC has developed over time an important know-how and reputation regarding entrance exams for São Paulo universities that don't adopt ENEM, the national exam, and are among the most renowned universities in the country. Our portfolio also benefits from a pricing perspective, as COC is a premium brand positioning between SAS and Positivo, allowing our platform to address a larger base of schools. Moving now to slide 7. Similar to what we have done in previous acquisitions, we plan to accelerate the acquired brands by implementing Arco's winning factors, sharpen execution with the exchange of know-how and talent, enhance user experience through user-friendly, relevant, and innovative technology, update the content more often to better serve partner educators and create excitement for students and parents, improve customer support by having dedicated farmers, and increase commercial effectiveness by having focused hunters and implementing our toolkit of frontline recruitment, training, processes, and incentives. As a result, we expect to increase COC and Bosco's growth by improving their main operational indicators. We see space to boost customer satisfaction, increase retention rates, and accelerate the number of new schools added each year. Third, the acquisition will further expand our cross-selling opportunities, as currently less than 25% of COC and Bosco partner schools use a supplemental solution from Arco or Pearson. The agreement to distribute some educational solutions from Pearson will strengthen our supplemental portfolio with complementary, high-quality B2B2C educational solutions, allowing us to better serve a still underpenetrated 18 billion reais market. With this agreement, we will reinforce the offerings in supplemental verticals we already serve and enter new 21st century skills verticals. For strategic reasons, we will not disclose additional details of these solutions at this moment, but we plan to share these details with the market as soon as our teams are prepared to start distributing those solutions. Finally, at Arco, we see the relationship between core solution providers and partner schools as an extremely strong and valuable asset. By further consolidating our leadership position in the core segment, we create a solid base to distribute not only current, but also future offerings for schools, parents, and students. Today continues to be day one for us. We will keep pursuing opportunities to grow our business organically and inorganically, while maintaining the same ethos that brought us here: passion for education, relentless pursuit of quality, customer-centric approach, and a strong culture that puts people first. Thank you for your time. We can now open for Q&A. Operator, please.
Thank you. The floor is now open for questions. If you have a question, please press *1. If at any point your question is answered, you may remove yourself from the queue by pressing *2. Questions will be taken in the order they are received. We do ask that when you pose a question that you pick up your handset to provide optimum sound quality. Please hold while we poll for questions. Our first question comes from Vitor Tomita, Goldman Sachs.
Hello, good morning all, and thanks for taking our questions. Two questions on our side. So the first one is if you could give us some color on the ACV growth rate for COC and Don Bosco in recent years and in 2021. And the second question would be that Arco now has several ongoing M&A integrations, including Positivo and Escola da Inteligência. So in that perspective, if you could elaborate on how far the Positivo integration has progressed, especially in terms of integrating Arco's technological features, on how long you believe it could take for Positivo to be fully integrated, and if you think that could be a proxy for the timing of integration in Don Bosco and COC. Thank you.
Hello, Vitor. Pedro here. Thank you for your questions. First, regarding the growth of those brands over the past few years. The brands have not grown in the past few years. They have lost some scale, and that has been part of the decision for Pearson to divest. That is a very different growth profile compared to pre-Pearson operation with SEB and Shine Zahar as the operator. We plan on reigniting the growth of those brands by leveraging the strong, renowned, country-known brands of COC and Don Bosco and implementing our winning factors in high-quality content, in technology, in customer service, and our distribution capability through our differentiated approach to hunting new clients. Regarding the Positivo integration, we have basically concluded the back office integration and all the initiatives that are related to top line growth, such as creating specific frontline teams for each of those brands, separating farmers and hunters, changing processes, incentives, and training, together with updating content technology, have started to enter a normal rate of operations, meaning they will continue to evolve on those fronts, but we have basically concluded the first phase of the plan that is changing the direction of the company. From now on, the team will continue recruiting new people, continue focused on distribution, customer service, technology, and updating content, but now that will be part of the day-to-day lives of the Positivo team. With that, we believe our company and our leadership has now the bandwidth to take care of those two other acquisitions, as you mentioned, COC and Don Bosco and Escola Inteligência itself.
Thank you very much. Very clear.
Our next question comes from Vinicius Ribeiro, UBS.
Hey guys, good morning everyone. Thanks for taking a question and congratulations on the acquisition. So two questions as usual from our side here. So if you guys could provide us some sense of profitability of COC and Don Bosco, that would be interesting to understand the potential synergies you might be able to extract. And the second question would be in terms of technology, could you guys elaborate a little bit more on how COC and Don Bosco solutions have technology within them and how much, how strategic is that for the acquisition? I mean, so Pedro mentioned that they have been losing market share or losing some momentum over the last few years. So I'd just like to understand how has technology played a part in that process in the last few years? That would be. Thanks, guys.
Hi, Vinicius. Good to hear from you. Regarding profitability, they are running for the 2020 fiscal year around 40% profitability, 40% EBITDA margin, which is somewhat higher than Arco's. We expect to implement measures to improve the quality of the content methodology, to improve the technology, to improve distribution and customer service, and to offset those additional investments with scale gains in G&A, in back office, and overall efficiency gains by being closer to those assets. So we don't expect the profitability of those assets to significantly change by being operated by Arco. Regarding technology, you're correct. We believe that part of this play relies on supplying great technology, great digital content for COC and Don Bosco. Clients tell us that they lag the offering of Arco on those fronts, And we expect that given the digitalization of education post-COVID and our ability to supply great technology and great digital content, those will be two important factors to reignite growth for the two brands.
Thanks a lot, Pedro. Very clear. Thank you.
Our next question comes from Luca Brendin, Bradesco BBI.
Hi, everyone. First of all, congratulations on the deal. My question would be related to the strategy that you plan on adopting for SAI and Dom Bosco. Considering that they have a similar price right at the moment, first of all, do they attend different types of school, or they have different profiles? And then in the future, how do you plan on doing the expansion of those brands? Will it be a geographic matter, or do they really serve different kinds of clients? Thank you.
Thank you, Luca, for the question. Dom Bosco and SAI have similar pedagogical approaches and similar price points. Dom Bosco has a strong brand. We are firm believers in the importance of having dedicated teams to each of our brands, which we believe leads to better capacity to innovate, proximity to clients, and closer teams with strong cultural fit. It's a bit too early to talk about Dom Bosco and SAE at this moment, but what we can talk in advance is that we're consistently looking for ways to use our scale to better serve our clients from technology, content, and distribution potential.
Okay, thank you.
As a reminder, if you would like to pose a question, please press *1. Please hold while we gather for query requests. That concludes Arco's audio conference for today. Thank you very much for your participation and have a nice day. Thank you.